Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday, the 9th of November. Can you believe that? November 9th already, 2024. Before we go any further with this podcast, vlog, whatever you want to call it, happy Veterans Day to all veterans out there, both who have served, are serving, and who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. Thank you all very much for what you do. Thank you all very much for your service. God bless the USA. Also, big slate of games today for College Football Saturday. We are volunteering today. Saturdays we do volunteer. Tennessee's playing Ole Miss. Indiana's playing Michigan. Indiana is favored for the first time over Michigan since they started keeping statistics, apparently, decades ago. Alabama's playing LSU in Death Valley. And then we also have, what else is there? Oh, Georgia and Ole Miss. Ole Miss is going to try to make up for last year. And a whole bunch of other games today. Oh, yeah, and Purdue and Ohio State. Yeah, man, Boilermakers. I tell you, man, just one of those seasons. But anyway, but there's always hope. They may beat Ohio State. It could happen. It has happened before. Not likely, but it could. Anyway, what I thought we would talk about today and also do some video comparisons is I had this idea over the week, more so last night. It kind of kept compounding. I'm like, what can I talk about? And like there was something like that I just needed to put together and wanted to give a good talk on the channel here. And what I started thinking about was, it's no secret that the experience at Disney World has greatly been decreased since 2020, and so we're going to talk about that, but for the sake of time and not running this like an hour too long, this is basically just the Christmas version. We could talk about this and cover the whole resort and take 2 and 3 hours. But right now, this is just the Christmas version because I saw some things last night that definitely kind of, it irritated me a little bit. Not so much. It's just what irritated me was the reaction, the crowd's reaction on the things Disney's doing. Like people are going crazy now over this new castle show that they're starting the night off with, or they're kicking off the Christmas parties with. And it's just a projection show. But there they were in the crowd, the crowd's going wild over freaking projections. And for those that may not know, prior to 2020, the disastrous events of 2020, Disney used to have these things called the Dream Lights they would put on Cinderella Castle. The first year they brought them out was 2007, and they ran all the way to 2019. Then all of a sudden, here comes 2020, and that year after the parks reopened, they gave the excuse of, well, we can't have people gathering, which, we all learn now all that crap was completely meaningless, didn't do a damn thing. And they said, we're not putting the Dream Lights on this year. We'll give you some projections. And everybody's like, well, whatever, we'll take it. And that began the downward decline of everything, because the very next year they did it again. But this time it was, we have the 50th decorations on the castle. The lights won't fit over these 50th decorations. People are like, all right, I'll give it to you again. But, once the 50th was over last year, we're like, okay, for sure they're coming back this year. And then it was, you know what? We got some new and improved Christmas projections for the castle for you. And everybody's like, okay. And this year, once again, same thing. And guess what's happened? The ticket prices have skyrocketed for these Christmas parties. Some of these tickets are $220 plus tax. And these parties are selling out. And so after watching this and watching some of last night, there's a bunch of people live streaming the first Christmas party last night because, everybody's got to do night one. And I'm looking at all this and I'm observing things, and everybody's falling all over themselves on how wonderful this is and how great of an experience it is. And I'm thinking to myself, is it really? Because there's a lot missing here at this Christmas party. Just from a couple years ago. I went to my very first Christmas party in 2018, and I'm going to tell you, that was a whole different experience. They used to have, You know, like the trick-or-treat trails they have at the Magic Kingdom during Halloween, they had the same thing, but with Christmas cookies and Christmas drinks. And I know people will be like, well, they still give those out. Well, they do, but it's all the same crap wherever you go. And they're these pre-packaged cookies. They're like the size of a quarter almost. I'm exaggerating, but they're not that big. Look at some of the Christmas vlogs people have done from like Mickey's Very Merry Not So Scary Christmas Party. Just kidding. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party back from 2016, 2017, 2018. And look at all the stuff they got. Look at the size of the Christmas cookies. Look at all the drinks that you used to get. Every stop had a different variation of Christmas cookie and Christmas drink that would go together. It was a really cool experience. And you could get these bags that they had, and you could fill these bags up with Christmas cookies like you used to do with Halloween candy. And again, the cookies were huge, and they had them from like frosted cookies to like meringue cookies to peppermint to cinnamon. And then they had I call them snowflakes, but they were like, no, I'm not talking about, not talking about the soft people of this country. But anyway, the Christmas snowflake cookies were really good. You know, they were chocolate with this powdered sugar on it, and they were in a pattern that made it look like a snowflake. But that combined with all the other cookies you used to be able to get, it was an amazing experience. It really was. And it really felt like a Christmas party. It felt like something totally different from the daytime experience. Now, the way they're doing it, it's not really that much different, you know? Yeah, there's a different stage show. Really, all you're getting is a stage show and you're getting a fireworks show. The cookies and drinks they're giving out now are not, it's pretty generic. It really is comparable to what used to be. No, it's pretty generic now. And they took away the Totally Tomorrowland Christmas stage show, which was kind of fun to watch. You know, they took away. I don't think they do the special Christmas lights on the teacups anymore. You know, all of this stuff has gone away, and yet here come the prices up. But the biggest thing is these dream lights and how they've replaced it with this horse crap projection show, and yet here they are. The whole crowd's gathered, and they're all out there just cheering away. Shove it up our ass. Can we please have another? You know, I'm just like, come on, people. Wake up. You're literally being charged for just mediocrity now. You're being charged more for mediocrity. When I went to my first Christmas party, 2018, I paid $89 plus tax, so a little right around $100. And I got way more than these people got last night. Way more. And I got more hours. The hours have been cut too. These Christmas parties used to go to 1 a.m. Now it's they claim it's 4 p.m. to midnight. But honestly, by the time you clear all the people, all the day guests out, and you get everything kind of ready to go, the party doesn't start officially till 7 p.m. And then by the time you get the park regulated between getting all the day guests out of there and even the stragglers, it's 8 o'clock. You're paying over $200 for about 4 hours, realistically. And I after seeing last night, I'm like, we got to talk about this. And I gotta do the before and the after, because I think it's important for people to see like how much has been taken away from these. It's just the Castle Stage Show. I could go all night or all afternoon, and we could do a live stream side by side of, you know, before 2020 and after 2020, and see the night and day difference. But again, I'm a firm believer the events of 2020 don't happen. No way does any of this crap happen. I'm sorry. There's no way they get away with taking the dream lights off the castle. No way does that happen. No way do fast passes become paid. No way do all of these things start to disappear and people just accept it for what it is. It's just people have been lulled to sleep because everybody's so scared of missing something that they're too afraid to just take a year off and vote with their wallets. Like, oh, I gotta have the experience. I know I'm paying more for less, but it is what it is. And it's that attitude of why you keep getting less. You know, and I get it. I know people could come back and go, well, Matt, you're giving them, you know, $1,600 a year now for annual passes. That's true. And I'm considering, you know, rethinking that situation next year because of everything that's been taken away. And I already will not be at these Christmas parties. I won't do it. I will not give my money for a half-assed experience. But anyway, those can be for other discussions. But I really want you all to take a look at both of these videos, the one from last night and then the one from basically from 2019. That Dreamlight show where they lit the castle up, that ran from like 2007 to 2019. So it'd been around for a while. And it still could have been, honestly. But, it's just Disney's charging more and giving a whole lot less. And it's very irritating. It really is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is super irritating. And I wish more people would speak out against it, but they're so afraid to because, we don't want to lose our media passes. That's why they don't. So that's why I'm here. And I'm really not trying to be negative on everything, but I'm just like, this sucks when you really look at them side by side. And I get it. There's far more important things in this world than lights on a castle. I understand that. But if you love theme parks and you love Disney World and you like the experience, then you understand that in order to, then you understand that a lot of stuff's being taken away in way of being charged more. Because people keep going to these things. They keep selling this stuff out. So anyway, we're going to put the two up. We're going to do the one from last night first, and then we'll do the special one, the really good one next. Because I feel like doing the really good one from 2019 would be a disservice. And then showing the other one, people are like, that's horseshit. So if you see, we're going to see the first one from last night, and then we'll go and do the other one. It'll be better. And then we'll comment on it. So the first one is from Mouse Steps, okay? And then the next one is from Undercover Tourist. Or maybe it's the other way around. I think it's Undercover Tourist is the first one. Mouse Steps is the second one. And I will make sure to credit those videos because, again, those are their videos. They're not mine. But I'm just using them so we can see because I have a video of the Frozen Holidays Wish, but it's not that great a quality, and it's from far back. So I wanted to use their videos, so I want to make sure they get the credit for that. And yeah, just let me know what you think. I think you'll be amazed when you look from one to the other. It's not hard to see that. Yeah, there's a lot that's been taken away. And again, this is just for Christmas. This isn't anything else. This is just this one thing. Because like I said, we could talk for hours on everything that's been taken away. But this is just a comparison of the Christmas Castle show. All right, everybody, here we go. We're going to put this up right in this corner right here. I'm going to watch along with you. We've got full audio. This is compliments of this credits undercovertourist.com. This is their video, so I will make sure to put that down there. Like I said, this was from last night before the party started. We're going to play this one, and then we're going to play the other one, Frozen. This is called Frozen Holiday Surprise, okay? The other one was called Frozen Holiday Wish. So this is current time, Frozen Holiday Surprise 2024. And the next video that we've put up there will be the Frozen Holiday Wish. And you tell me which one's better. All right, let's start off. 2024's version, Frozen Holiday Surprise. Wabam.
Time with those we love.
Oh, Elsa.
Being able to share a special moment with friends and family is what makes this season
our favorite time of year.
I would travel miles and miles and I would follow any star. I'd go almost any place if it's any place you are. 'Cause when we're together, I forever feel at home. And when we're together, we'll be safe and warm. Doesn't matter where we are, if you're there with me. 'Cause when we're together, that's my favorite place to be. See
my favorite time of
And the seals clap. All right, everybody. So that was this year's version, okay? Like I said, I feel like the seals are in the crowd clapping. You know, Disney does everything perfectly. Well, wait till you see this. For those of you who haven't seen this, you're in for a treat. You really are. This is pretty amazing. We're going to have some coffee to this. This is credit to Mouse Steps and JWL Media. This is their video from 4 years ago, so this would have been 2019. Again, look at both of them. Let me know which one you like best. So here we go. Frozen Holiday Wish for 2020. Wham!
Now let it go!
Wow.
so magical.
That,
Now that's
something to
what
clap
I call
for right
ice.
there. I mean, look. Compare that to what you just saw in the video before. It's no contest. I don't even have to really say much. I mean, it speaks for itself. And the other thing I wanted to add is notice the difference in just the music selection. The one for this current year's show is like, you know, that's a good song. It's a good song, but not for what they're trying to do. Right? That's a great song when they put it in the fireworks show, or they do it on the Epcot on Spaceship Earth for the Christmas season. They have a special show where they use that song. But the other Frozen Holiday Wish prior to 2020, I mean, that soundtrack is just, oh man, you feel it, you know? It makes a statement. There's these sayings that you hear, and music is very emotional, and it helps your mind, while looking at those visuals. But even if you weren't watching that and you just were hearing that music, it's very powerful music. It just gives your mind the imagination that something grand is happening or is about to happen versus the one they're using now. Am I right on this, or am I like way out in left field here? Like, do y'all see where I'm coming from? That music selection is everything. You know, that's one of the things that people complain the most about when Disney tried to alter some of these fireworks shows, especially the ones at Epcot. And even that, what was it? That disastrous, oh gosh. They replaced Happily Ever After with it. I don't even remember the name of the show. Enchantment. People didn't like the music. I mean, a few did, but most did not. Happily Ever After, Illuminations, Reflections of Earth, all have one thing in common. The music is intense, and the music itself tells a story. It tells a story without even watching any fireworks. You could just close your eyes and hear that music and go, wow, this is amazing. It sounds incredible. That's why I feel like with everything, Disney just lacks in everything. They slap together these shows. They just, here you go. Yeah, the people will pay for it. They'll love it. We don't have to do anything grand anymore. And by people's reactions, it's showing. You know, like there's comments after the one from last night. You know, people like, oh, what a wonderful tribute to the Dream. Tribute to what? There's no tribute there. This is a cheapening down version of a Christmas show, so they can charge people more money and give people a fraction of what they used to experience. These two videos put up like this, the new one first, the older one second, I think speaks volumes about the changes that have been made. And that's just in one video comparison. Imagine if we went and did all the other things. You know, this is just for Christmas. I'm not even talking about the other changes that have gone on. You know, shortened theme park hours. That's the other thing people are getting screwed over, both annual pass holders and day ticket holders. Day ticket holders especially. You know, the parks used to stay open regularly till 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock. Now you're lucky if they stay open till 9. Animal Kingdom's closing at 6 o'clock most nights. And then they act like they're doing the people some favor when they, oh, well, surprise, we're going to keep Animal Kingdom open till 7 tonight. Big deal. You guys used to stay open till 10 or 11 with 2 different showings of Rivers of Light, might I add, and specialized projection show on the Tree of Life, and on and on and on. A specialized nighttime safari ride that they use specialty night lighting on safari vehicles. Man, you talk about some cool animal activity. Do that safari ride at nighttime. That was amazing. But, you know, people keep forking over money hand over fist for cheapened down experiences. What incentive is there to change? Honest question. And so the only way this is going to change is if people start voting with their wallets. You know, when people have finally had enough and they finally are getting tired of being ripped off, then maybe it'll change. But until that happens, as long as people keep giving money for crap ass experiences, it'll keep being crap ass, you know? And I've said it before. If Universal really wanted to hammer Disney hard, what they should do is take those dream lights, have somebody design a set of dream lights and put that on Hogwarts Castle. Yeah. First off, that would look incredible. But second off, you know, it would fit with the Hogwarts and the Christmas theming and all the snow that they have in the land. But, man, you talk about getting Disney motivated. If they start decorating Hogwarts Castle like that, holy moly. But it's moronic that they took that stuff away. I don't care what excuse they give. That's all it is a freaking excuse. It's like assholes. We all got one. And just people go along with it. Well, I am not going along with it. Like I said, I'm not drunk and high on the pixie dust. It just I can't give money to cheapen down experiences, which is why you won't see me at any of these parties. Now, they bring those lights back at some point and add to the experience. We might do a vlog from one of the parties, but until that happens, I will not give a dime of my hard-earned money to a cheap-ass experience. And it frustrates me because so many people now that are going to Disney World are all these new, and you see it on Facebook, they're all brand new. They've never been before. So they have no clue what used to be. And they're going off what they're seeing now, and they're like, oh, this is so wonderful. And I'm just like, dang it, people, you have no idea. You have no idea what it was like just 4 years ago. 5 years ago, actually. It's just everything's been Everything's been cheapened way down, and it continues to do so. If people would take 1 year, and just put this, I can't stand this fear of missing out. That everybody's got it like infected super bad with it now since the events of 2020. Everybody's afraid they're going to miss something. So regardless of what it costs, whether we can afford it or not, we got to go do it. We got to go have experiences. We got to go make memories, even though apparently making memories now requires you to spend 10 grand at Disney World. But it's just what people have convinced themselves they need to do. Meanwhile, they're enriching all the other companies by just handing money over for half-assed experiences because, we have to make our memories. No, you don't. You can make memories doing anything. You don't have to drop 10 grand or spend stupid amounts of money. And I promise you take 1 year off of this Christmas party, and even the Halloween party for that matter, take 1 year off from all this stuff, you would notice the dream lights would come back real quick. They notice diminishing returns on attendance and all that stuff, and they start losing money. Guess what's going to come back real fast? Those dream lights would be back real quick. And then all of this projection stuff would be a thing of the past. But until people start doing that, they have no incentive to change. So anyway, that's our talk today. It's a good discussion, right? I hope you all enjoyed it. Once again, happy Veterans Day. Y'all, thank you very much for serving, who have served, who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Much appreciated. Enjoy this weekend. It's all for you. And technically, we should be doing this every day of the week all throughout the year, not just one weekend or even like a Memorial Day. We should do this all the time. We should always be honoring our troops every time. So thank you all very much. Thank you for your service. Let me know what you think of the video, everybody. Let me know if it's something that you liked, you didn't like, you thought it was a piece of shit, whatever you think. Let me know in the comments. What do you think of the castle shows? Do you like the new one? Do you like the old one? Feel free to answer. And if you like it, give this thing a big thumbs up. It helps us move on up that algorithm, and we're really trying for a goal by New Year's of 1,000. I know we can do it. So if you like what you see, subscribe. If you want to unplug from the usual Disney and theme park videos, you're in the right place. We do it a little bit differently here, as you can hopefully probably tell. You can get an actual view of somebody that's not drunk and high on their own pixie dust. Nothing against those people. I mean, the problem is I'm not sure if they're being genuine or they're doing it because they're trying to shill for these Disney media passes. That's the one thing that you never know. You don't, when people talk about these amazing experiences, especially when you know they're half-assed, when people are like falling all over themselves to be like first in line going, it was so wonderful. Are they doing that for media passes? Probably, because Disney does. I tell you, man, Disney does not like dissenters. In fact, hell, I might have Disney security banging on my door with cattle prods pretty soon if I keep talking like this. But, I'm not afraid to speak my feelings. And I've said it before. When I see something that's awesome, I'm going to tell you it's awesome. In fact, if I was vlogging prior to 2020, yeah, I would have spoke volumes about the stuff Disney was doing because they were doing a really good job. I really enjoyed the things they were doing. I had a great time. And it's not that I don't have a good time now. I know what has been, and I know what it is like now. We have been unburdened by what has been. Just kidding. So I'm just irritated, especially when I see all the prices going up. And again, for me, like I said, for me as a local, I can kind of come and go from these parks. If I show up and I have a shitty experience, or if I see something I don't like, not that big deal. Like with Blizzard Beach the other day. Yeah, it sucked. But I've got the water park's annual pass. We'll try it again another day. But the families that have literally worked their asses off for years sometimes to save up enough money for a week of Disney, which I think is insane to begin with. Each his own on how they spend their money. But those are the people that I feel really bad for because they're showing up, giving of themselves for almost 3 to 5 years, some of them, to save up for a 1 week's vacation, and they're literally getting a fraction of what the experience used to be. And half of them don't even realize it. And so they're going, oh, look at how great this is. And I'm here to say, no, it's not great. Look at what it used to be like. And we need to return it to this again if we work our asses off and we start voting with our wallets. So thanks again for your support, everybody. Much appreciated. All right, everybody. We'll see y'all later this weekend. Have a fantastic afternoon. Stay safe out there, and happy Veterans Day. What you've seen has been the truth. It has, I promise you, been very actual, and I hope for everybody watching out there in YouTube land, it was mighty satisfactual. See ya.